Hey girl, hey, let's get into this quick energy check, y'all. I'm doing quick energy checks all weekend, y'all. Let's tap in, y'all, messages in 15 minutes or less. All right, let's get into the energy, y'all. Thinking About You, Frank Ocean. All right, that's your channel song, Thinking About You by Frank Ocean. Temperance in the reverse is your first card out. I feel like there's a divine masculine who is in some type of anxiety. Yeah, there's something that needs to change, but someone has been heavily thinking about their past and the direction that they want their life to go into. Someone's had a lot of obstacles in their childhood is what I'm seeing, as well as their life in general. I'm getting the energy of contemplation. Contemplation about how they can balance their lives out. You could have been honest. Queen of Swords is here as well with the moon at the bottom of the deck. I feel like, yeah, Five of Cups in the reverse. You could have told someone that they need to release some type of regret, or this is your spirit guides telling you that you need to release regret. Queen of Swords, Five of Cups in reverse is coming on your energy. See, this divine masculine here, there has been a lot of imbalance, but a lot of it has to do with the direction that they want their own life to go in. See, the Chariot is your own personal destiny and movement, your life purpose. And you cannot move forward in your life purpose or your union until you understand where you want to go in life. This is someone who is now beginning to examine the anxiety and the imbalances of their own life to get them to what? Happiness. 10 of Cups. Someone wants partnership. They want children. Someone, you could be in an LGBTQ relationship. Somebody you could have on a green shirt today with jeans or jean shorts. I'm seeing a red shirt or skirt as well, white and green. But this is someone who is now beginning to understand the imbalance of their life. There's a lot of nostalgia. It's a lot of someone thinking. Someone could have like a dog, a brown dog. The Emperor is in reverse with a 9 of Wands. I feel like you've been really patient in this union is what God is showing me, but you are tired in the 9 of Wands energy. But your divine masculine right now, I'm hearing identity crisis. See, the Emperor is here in the reverse. Why is the Emperor in reverse with the 10 of Cups? Ace of Cups and the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like this is a king who is beginning to understand themselves at a deeper level and the things that have held them back from opening up emotionally. Ace of Cups, 10 of Cups. Someone wants a new beginning, but they want it to be more emotional. Made for Me, Money Long is your channel song, y'all. The smell of your perfume. I thought I was immune. See, perfume to me, when I just heard that, was your energy. This is someone who thought that they were immune to your energy, or you felt like they were immune to your energy because they don't open up. This is someone who struggles to open up emotionally, but they are not immune. You are tired. 9 of Wands is in the reverse, but you also have to understand what's taking place around you. See, the 5 of Pentacles in reverse is on the divine feminine energy. God is giving you the key, right? The key to union is this, your sovereignty, right? Your sovereignty, 333 on the timer. You being close enough to the divine to understand your purpose and to understand that you have to be honest with yourself about whatever it is that you want when it comes to your union as well. See, triangulation, which is the looping that takes place in union. Triangulation takes place because the divine feminine has to understand that you make you happy first. 9 of Cups in the reverse on the feminine energy. Right? You make you happy first, right? Wish fulfillment starts with you getting up every day and doing what it is that makes you happy. If at any point in your union you feel like you are self-sacrificing, meaning that you're giving more than you're receiving, all it does is continue to create a loop, right, within your union, because you are to recognize your happiness first. 6 of Wands. You have to recognize when you need to set aside time for you. Yeah, that's your illumination. What pulls you closer to your ascension? What makes you feel one with God, right? The divine, right? The God is in you. What pulls you towards that? And when you realize that that's within you, you release control of the journey. See, the battle of the egos in divine union ain't just because the divine masculine has an ego. You can't battle with an ego unless you go back and forth. That's what a battle is, y'all. A battle is one person fighting with the other. Well, you can't fight if only one person is fighting, right? So even if your divine masculine is still dealing with ego, there is no battle of the egos as long as you're not in yours. What does that mean? Trying to prove to them, right, who you are, right? Trying to prove to them what you deserve. You don't have to prove to them what you deserve. You know what it is that you deserve. And you just stand on the truth of only receiving what it is that you deserve. And if they cannot give you what it is that you deserve, right, then it's time for you to make a decision. Someone's moving quickly though, y'all. Yeah, I got an 8 of Wands, King of Wands, and the Justice card in the reverse, all right? A lot of fire energy. Your divine masculine understands what true leadership is. They do. There's quick communication coming in because someone recognizes that there has been an imbalance. Yeah. Oh, my mama, Victoria Monet. Oh, my mama, your person wants to communicate. What's Justice in the reverse? There has been some type of imbalance. Page of Swords in the reverse in communication. It could be some type of gossip as well. All right, the 6 of Swords fell on the floor. I see personal transition. I'm going to put that back in. But someone is in a personal transition, and I feel like their personal transition in life has stopped them from clearly opening up and communicating with you. See, the lack in communication when it comes to divine union has nothing to do with the divine feminine. It's usually life, right? The life of the divine masculine, which keeps them from clearly communicating what's taking place. Page of Swords in the reverse with Justice in the reverse. What is this about? Queen of Cups. God is saying you got to surrender. Yeah, you got to surrender to this because there is some type of communication that's coming in that's going to show you, yeah, the imbalances. But God wants you to know at this time, you're keeping yourself in some type of pain because you don't see the gift that you are. Like God is literally, let me tell you something about your divine union. 7-11, I just saw on the timer. Your divine union is a gift. It is, y'all. It's a gift. But a lot of times because of our own heartbreak, we don't see it as a gift. See, the 3 of Swords is coming up on feminine energy here, meaning that there is a measure of pain that you could be experiencing concerning your apathy when it comes to your journey, right? You could just be over, right? You could not even be paying attention to what it is that God is trying to show you. But I am seeing with this Queen of Cups energy that you're being pushed into a level of surrender. Yeah, the Lovers is in reverse because someone is being faced with some type of choice. What's the Lovers in reverse? Hermit. What's the Hermit and the Lovers in reverse? 10 of Wands in reverse. I don't know, I feel like you're not going anywhere. I feel like you could be getting antsy, divine feminine. I'm picking up an antsy energy, right? The Lovers is in the reverse, the Hermit again, and the 10 of Wands are both on your energy. So I feel like, but the 10 of Wands is in the reverse. And I like the 10 of Wands in this particular deck because it denotes someone, you know, really packing their stuff up and leaving. But this being in the reverse, I feel like God is showing you that this weekend energy for you, divine feminine, is to go inward. This is a lot of introspection that you need to do at this time so that you can make some type of major choice or decision to surrender your emotions. You could be feeling really emotional this weekend. See, you're coming in as the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Cups isn't bad, but the Queen of Cups needs balance between the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups. See, sometimes you have to be honest with yourself and begin to recognize how you could be holding on to some type of regret as well, because I see that you need to release some type of regret. Maybe you're feeling like you're giving, but you're not getting in return, because I do feel like you're pouring your emotions into a black hole and you feel like you're not getting anything in return. But God is pushing you this weekend to recognize something within yourself. There is an imbalance, but there is also a major choice and decision that you need to make. It's like when you feel like you want to send that text message, stop. right? Before you send the text message, breathe and ask yourself, why are you sending it? And what is it that you want to get out of it? Because see, the Page of Swords in reverse is also on the feminine energy. There's an imbalance in communication. If you want your person to communicate, you can't force them into communication. You can state what it is that you desire, but you never make it about them, y'all. And when I see a Page of Swords in reverse, when it comes to divine communication, is God telling you sometimes you need to step back before you send a text message, right? And ask yourself why. Why are you sending it? 10:10 on the timer. And what is it that you want to accomplish with this message? Because if there is an imbalance or you're trying to force, right, a level of communication or force a response, you know how I'm seeing a judge, I'm seeing leading question, right? Where you go to court and the judge, the lawyer stands up and say, hey, objection, the question is leading. Sometimes you send questions, right? And you want or hope for a specific answer. So it's like the communication's leading because you're leading the person in the direction that you want because of how you're sending the message. Somebody, you need to watch the leading communication because you're not getting the response that you want, is what I'm hearing God say. All right, quick energy check. So you got to release the subconscious fears and the negative thoughts. 8 of Swords in reverse. All right, Queens, release the negative thoughts. Release the illusions. You're not trapped. This is a part of your journey. So if you feel like you're cycling this weekend, right? If you feel like you're cycling or you're looping, God is trying to show you something about you, right? It's for you to bring the balance into your union. Yeah, that's what this is. So you're learning this weekend, Divine Feminine, how to balance your emotions, really is what I'm hearing, right? So that you can stop looping. Yeah, stay in your Queen of Pentacles energy, because I do feel like your king may be a little silent this weekend, right? But you got to stay unbothered, Queen of Pentacles, because the King of Swords is in the reverse. We'll pick that energy up in the next reading, y'all. I'm not going to get too long because these are quick energy checks, right? Quick energy checks all weekend, y'all. I'm going to be posting, right, 15 minutes or less. We're ending with a King of Swords in reverse. So I do feel like there is some type of lag in communication, or communication could have been cut off at the time. We're going to see what else we pick up in the next quick energy check. Love and light as always. The Lady Empath, 1111. Oh, by the way, guys, if you would like to book with me, my website is theladyempath1111.com. I do have products, and I do have a 10/10 special that's going on October the 10th. I'm doing my 30-minute lives, which are usually $75, are going to be $50, and it's only going to be on October the 10th, and you get to choose your time. So I'm going to open up my calendar, and you choose the time that you want your 30-minute reading on 10/10, and it'll be $50, as many questions, whatever you want, for 30 minutes. All right, make sure you subscribe to my email list so you are notified when all of these specials begin to take place, because you're notified by email first. All right, all love, all light, all the time, y'all. The Lady Empath, 1111.